And I said before, the future is not about technology, it's not about products, it's not even about innovation. Yes, it's about all of those things, but the future driver is passion. It's emotion, it's how customers actually feel. And let me give you an example of it. Put your hands in the air if you get frustrated when a web page takes 20 seconds to load. Okay, here's another one. Put your hands in the air if you get really angry when you get through to a utility company that says, press 1 for accounts, press 2 for... Okay. Oh, okay. Confession time now. Put your hands in the air if your company has such a robotic answering system. Oh my. See, what happens is we lose sight of what it actually feels like to be a customer, the emotions our customer feels. What you've told me is that robotic answering systems make you feel so mad you feel like the people who put them in should be put in prison, right? Why should I be paid to do the task of receptionist, is what you're saying, right? And what you're also telling me is that life's too short to spend 30 seconds looking at a screen. Now, actually, it's worse than that, because I know that for many of your organizations, you will lose up to 30% of all of your customers in the first 15 seconds, not 30. So 15 seconds is long enough to use a third of your business. Wow. So we are becoming a very time-impatient world. What does that mean for supply chain and logistics? This is what it means. We're going to have to completely rethink what our customers' expectations will be over the next 5 to 10 years. Let's have a look. See, 300,000 apps have been downloaded, different kinds of apps, 7 billion downloads just on the iPhone platform alone, just over the last couple of years, by people who think that, quite frankly, to spend 3 seconds waiting for something is too long. Now, what does that mean when it comes to delivery? Well, this is what it means. See, in the olden days, I remember the good old days, the days when we could get away with ordering a product at 6 o'clock and you could get away with delivering it by 10 o'clock in the morning. In the olden days, overnight was the gold standard, but that's such a last century idea. Yes, it puts all kinds of systems under stress, and there are all kinds of organizations that will do it for you, switching things around the world and so on at extraordinary speed and with amazing complexity. But it is the old days. See, in the new days, we're talking about 10 o'clock in the morning delivery, the 10 o'clock in the morning order for 3 o'clock in the afternoon delivery. Why? Because life's too short to spend 30 seconds waiting for something to happen. Isn't that what you just told me? The web makes us impatient. And it's not just the consumer that's impatient, the manufacturer is impatient. Now, of course, we've already achieved this kind of standard for some time. We see it in the pharmaceutical industry in most countries of the world. We also see it in the automotive repair industry. We've got wonderful systems in place for 3 or 4 hour maximum guaranteed delivery time. And it's 30 minutes to pack and send and so on, but it's still too slow. Why is it slow? See, here's the strange thing, that a pizza can come to your door, but other products can't. So if you order some food from the store, it's going to take till tomorrow, or it might take till Monday to come, unless it's just a hot food, in which case it'll come to your door straight away. I had a challenge recently. I was about to get on a plane, and my power supply had broken from my main computer. And I had 3 hours, 4 hours before I needed to leave home, and it was difficult for me to source it, and I didn't have time to go out. I just wanted someone to bring it to me like a pizza. Put your hands up if you think that's too much to ask. I mean, I can get a pizza to my door. Why on earth can't I get a power supply to my door? So I phone up a whole load of computer shops. Eventually, I find one that's about 6 miles from my home that has the item in stock. Could I get them to deliver it? No. Why not? Actually, the simplest way to deliver it was to use a minicab, a taxi, which is in fact what I did. I said, that's fine, I've paid for it. I'm sending my own car to come and collect my own power supply and bring it to my home. Trouble is, it arrived 10 minutes late. So the minicab was then chasing me down the road to the airport when they gave me my power supply there. This is the future. It's a future where things are happening at astonishing speed, in a way that we couldn't have foreseen customers would have demanded from us maybe 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And of course, it puts stress on all kinds of other things. So then about the last mile and the returns and making sure that every single product that comes in through the door of a home is absolutely correct every single time. We know that 5% of returns can wipe out 50% of the margin for a retailer. At least that was the figure 5 or 6 years ago. But we also now know also that many retailers are having to send out 5, 6, 7, or 8, or 9 different sizes of the same product for people who want to wear them all. I don't know what they're going to do with them all, and then they're going to send most of them back again. So we're dealing with a tremendous growth in terms of restocking and the rest.